headphones. I would walk into like, what school would you go to?
I went to Brock University.
Yeah, I would walk into Brock.
Okay.
And I'd get off the bus and I'd be like, we go around this town. And I'd be like, this is my gym.
For Celsius Fits, you're tuned in to Kick Up With KP. I'm him. And today we have a special guest. We have an NBA reporter and host, a general and super talented person all around. Ladies and gentlemen, we have KJ Wright. How's it going, KJ?
So good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you for being on the show. I gotta say, I'm loving this outfit right now. You gotta tell me, what are you rocking with?
I thought you were gonna be like, you're her. I thought you were gonna start it. You want me to start that?
I mean, we can redo it.
No, it's fine. I'm just a generally talented person. So
Hey, you are, that's for sure. And we're gonna get into it as well.
Okay, I'm wearing my little boot pants.
Okay.
I got 2 pairs of these because they're so cute. They're from Shop with Kira, even though you thought they were a little designer.
I thought they were Alexander Wang.
Yeah.
You know?
No, they're not. They're like $25. My little Chrome Hearts denim. It's a men's shirt.
I like that.
And I came with glasses because.
Gotta add some accessories to it
Right.
too. That's right. Okay, so we're gonna start off. We gotta kick it back, all the way back to you know, where it all started from. Being a Brampton native and the love for basketball. How did that fall into play?
My whole family was into basketball growing up. So my dad was on the chair of Canada basketball, like up until last year, I think. My mom rep college basketball, and then it was my older brother. He's 7 years older than me, and I just was obsessed with him growing up. And he played basketball, so I think I just watched him. I was at his games all the time growing up. I was a little gym rat, even though I didn't want to be. And then eventually, when I got to, I don't know, 2nd or 3rd grade, I was like, oh wait, I want to be like him. And then I started playing.
Oh, that's cool. And then moving forward, you played college ball too. So you did 4 years over at Ryerson, which is now called TMU. I don't know why they changed it.
Shout out the Bold.
The Bold.
Okay.
And then you did.
What's their mascot? Like a lightning? What is it?
It's not a ram anymore. I don't think so.
No, it's Bold. But like, what is like the
Maybe it's like an avatar.
of? It's a falcon.
It's a falcon.
Okay.
I don't like falcons, but shout out to the Falcons, you know, over at TMU. But moving forward, so you were a player and now you shifted over to being in the media field. How did that all transpire?
It's kind of crazy actually how that went down. I didn't even want to get into journalism to begin with. When I was in BC, I wanted to come back to Toronto, and my dad was an assistant coach at Ryerson at the time. And my coach then, her name was Sandy, she passed away in my 2nd year, but she was like, hey, we have a really good journalism program. You're good at English. Come swing by. And I was like, okay. So I applied to one school, one program. That's like it. There was no plan B. So I was like, hey, I guess I'm a journalist now. So I got to class and I really fell in love with like the idea of being a foreign correspondent. That's what I wanted to do. Like go to like countries on the other side of the world and like report back what was happening.
Yeah.
And then my 4th year, I was kind of getting sad because I was like, oh my God, my basketball journey is almost done. Like this has been such a huge part of my life, like my entire life from the time I was little until now. And now it's coming to an end. I was like, how do I like not make it end? And this is before I thought I was going to do a 5th year, before I thought I was going to transfer. And so I was like, why don't I like bring these 2 things together, like report on basketball. My teachers hated it. I got 0 support from anybody because they were like, sports journalism isn't like the best thing, it won't get you super far, blah blah blah. But I did it because I was obviously passionate about basketball and I didn't want my little journey to end. And so I switched that in my 4th year. I made all my projects about sports, and then I actually got into it when I went to Western. I applied to an internship which happened to be in Russia at the World University Games.
Wow.
Yeah, and so they bring you to Russia. It was 2 people from each continent, students, and they like just drop you off at these games. They're like, go report, like have fun, here's your freedom. And I remember going into like my first media scrum, like it was over I think it was a British Virgin Islands track athlete. I didn't know what to ask. I'm like, hey, how was your run? Like, I don't know, it was my first thing doing anything. But like that moment, I was like, oh wait, no, I love this.
And that was back in 2013, right?
Yeah, the 2013 games.
Okay.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God, 10 years?
10 years.
Hate that.
Do you remember, because you worked with Raptors, you worked with NBA, TV Canada, you've done so much, even doing NCAA basketball games, and the list just goes on, you know? know. So what was the first game that you remember actually being a sideline reporter?
Okay, so the first time was, okay, so I think it was the OSBA, which was like the high school prep league that was in Ontario. And I got hired, and I say like hired very loosely, I think they made like $10 a game. I got hired to do the play-by-play for them. And I saw that they like didn't have any reporting. And so I was like, hey, so what if you're paying me this $10 and I'm doing play-by-play for 2 hours? And then also I can go ask some the guys questions after the game. And I think maybe before the game. So I pitched that idea. And so that was my first time kind of like interacting with athletes after games, like specifically basketball games that I had covered. And so I think I did that for a whole year. I got comfortable with the guys. Obviously high school is 4 years, and then I get more comfortable the years go on. And then once they started the BioSteel games, which is like the all-star game for high school, it was, I mean, in my mind, I felt like it was like a no-brainer it was TSN who broadcasted it to bring me on because I had these relationships with the guys. And then it just snowballed because then those guys went to college. So then I started covering them in college and NCAA, and then cover them now in the NBA, which is kind of weird.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like a whole full circle moment.
It really is. I think, yeah, it's so funny because like, I don't know, one guy who comes to mind, like Ignis Brazdeikis or O'Shea Brissett, like I covered them when they were like in 10th grade. And now they come and play at Memphis. And I'm like, hey, remember when you were 15?
No, that's actually really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And we're also going to talk about now you being in Memphis.
Memphis is a great team to work with because I got there, like I'm going into my 5th year. So I got there at the same time that the whole team kind of shifted. It's the year that John Morant got drafted. Okay. So I came in with John, I came in with Brandon Clark, who I know you guys did a photo shoot with. And so I'm like kind of growing up with them as well. And they're so young that they're so willing to like be molded and talked to. And yeah, it's really, really fun. And we don't have like, every reporter that I talk to, because I talk to the reporter of the other team before every game for an interview, everybody has like one guy that's like hard to work with, or like one guy that's like kind of a hassle after games. We have no one. Like we have such good players. And I think that just makes my job easy.
Oh, very easy. Mm-hmm. No hassles, no nothing at all. Mm-hmm. So now that you're also in the NBA, being a reporter, and you love fashion, you love sports, we're gonna dive into a little segment, all right? So I'm going to be talking about...
No, you got too comfortable. You're too excited.
Oh, 100%. So we're going to get into me naming some sneaker brands. We'll start off easy. And when I say this sneaker brand, all you got to do is say the athlete that comes to mind.
Okay. Start off with the one that sponsors me. Okay.
Jordan.
You're going to start with them. Can you say Michael Jordan? Is it just people who play right now?
Anyone that comes to mind.
Okay, Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Is that too easy?
Very easy.
Yeah. Sorry.
Thank you.
Brandon Ingram. John.
Okay.
He's always wearing a little tech fleece suit.
Yeah, when he comes into the sun, right?
Always. Except for the games where he's not playing, and then he like dresses in his like Christian Dior.
Yeah, then he has to drip it up. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's switch it up to, let's go medium level now. Converse.
I mean, it would have been Jordan Clarkson. He comes to mind first, but he's not with them anymore. But I don't think he was ever sponsored by Converse. I think he just wore a lot of Converse shoes.
So what player do you think comes to mind now?
It's still Jordan Clarkson. It just shouldn't be. Now it's Anta.
Okay. Puma.
LaMelo?
Oh, that wasn't hard at all. Okay.
He's Puma, right?
He's Puma. Okay, I got 2 more.
Okay.
Under Armour. It's an easy one.
Is it? I don't like Under Armour. Who's Under Armour? What's easy?
Steph Curry.
Oh.
Okay, I got one last one.
Okay.
Lenine.
Oh, we actually talked about a whole bunch of guys. So the first guy that comes up is CJ McCollum randomly. What we talked about, yeah, he has a signature shoe. The CJ1.
That's news to me.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, we were talking about, well, obviously we were talking about Anta, and then we started talking about other brands that like we've seen on the come up.
Mm-hmm. So in your opinion, what's the best
Under
sneaker
Armour
of all time?
I don't know, Jordan 1.
Yeah, Jordan 1's definitely a go-to. But if there was kind
That's
of
like a basic answer, but...
Yeah. But if there was a streetwear shoe that I would say wasn't an NBA shoe design, what would it be?
A dunk in popularity, the damn panda dunk. There's a reason they're sold out every time, right? They've dropped 12,000 times.
That's true. That's true. So, what do you think is probably the
Canada.
most hyped shoe?
Do you have
right
Canada?
now? I don't know. To me, ever since they started reselling a lot of the shoes, it just fell apart for me.
Specifically the Panda, or just
Specifically the Panda.
Mm.
I think a week ago I went to my uncle's and he was so excited to show me his new shoes, and they were Pandas, and I almost threw it off his balcony. That's how much I don't really like the shoe, but I still love Nike though. I still love Nike.
I have Panda jumpers.
Really? But it's a great shoe to get a lot of outfits in. That's for sure.
No, they're beaters. Like they're, yeah.
Being a woman in a male dominant sport, what is some advices that you give to the young females that want to go in the same direction you're in?
I probably two females that I looked up to and who helped me. LaChina Robinson was one. Her main piece of advice was to look like you're having fun. So I sent her, this is so silly to say this, but I sent her my demo and I was trying so hard to be like super professional at what I thought I had to be. And she was like, aren't you at a basketball game? Like, aren't you having fun? Smile. Like, be yourself.
Yeah.
So that was one piece that I've always remembered, because I was like, yeah, wait, why am I being so serious? I'm not talking about what I wanted to do, right? Like, I'm not talking about third world countries. I'm talking about a basketball game. Relax. And the second piece, so Allie Clifton is the second girl who I still look up to today. And her thing has always been to say, don't say no to any opportunities. And I took that like almost too seriously, I think. Like when I was doing the World University Games, I was covering like wushu and like chess, and, like figure skating.
Figure skating?
Yeah, I told you I was getting paid like $10 an hour to do all this work. Like I think that was one piece of advice that actually like super, super helped me. It's just saying yes to everything.
Is there anything in the air in the future that you're excited for? What's next?
More fits. I'm changing my vibe this season.
What's the vibe gonna be?
Yeah. We're changing it to chic, sophisticated.
Chic, sophisticated.
Yeah, it was loud last year. We're changing it up.
Okay. So since we're still on fashion, let's dive into some fashion rapid questions. Okay? Okay, first question I got for you.
Okay.
What's the worst female fashion trend?
Oh my god, so many. Panda dunks.
You know what I think the worst female fashion trend is? I think it's Doc Martens
Okay.
and tights.
Okay. Respectfully disagree. Okay.
So,
Okay. Oh, no, I have one. I have one. Oh, I have a good one. Okay. Okay. You and I are going to a wedding, okay? So we're all dressed up. You're like,
my little suit.
yeah, I'm in like my little silk dress, looking all cute, and then I have my Apple Watch on. You do that?
Oh my god. That Apple Watch.
And not like a nice, like I put a metal band on it, like my athletic band.
Yeah. I haven't seen a female wear that, but that's definitely a no-no.
You will now. You'll have to sit now.
Well, who are your favorite athletes, and who do you think have the best style?
Who are your athletes in terms of their fashion?
Yeah.
Dylan Brooks, Jaren Jackson Jr.,
Okay.
Jordan Clarkson, Kyle Kuzma,
Easy.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah.
My top five. I think that's everyone's top five. No, I know. I watched the interview. You guys were like, Tyrese Holbrook. No.
I think a lot of people would throw in maybe D'Angelo Russell and Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook's been wearing stuff. He just shows up as a construction worker. That's not fashion. What are you talking about?
On to our last segment called Set the Vibe. I'm going to be asking KJ to build her own playlist from my questions. And you guys are going to be rating her playlist in the end. So, what is a song? Nervous? Mm-hmm. So, what is your everyday feel-good song?
Okay. I have it. You know what song I really like that like puts me in a mood?
Pharrell Happy
No. Vibe for me. Have you heard the song?
by Vibe for Me by Aquila.
Yeah.
Aquila.
That
Vibe
song
for
will
Me
put
by
me in a good
Aquila.
mood. Such a vibe.
Shout out to Aquila. She's already sent the vibe with that number one pick. Okay, you're about to head to the gym What is your number one song for a workout?
You know what's crazy? One of the last things we did was a workout playlist. They were all so bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, I have it. So before every single game of 5 years of my college career, I listened to Run This Town by Rihanna, and I understand it's a very old song, but in my mind, I would wear these like big Beats headphones. I would walk into like, what school did you go to?
I went to Brock University.
Yeah, I would walk into Brock, and I'd like, get off the bus, and I'd be like, we gonna run this town, and I'd be like, this is my gym. That's not gonna go with. I haven't listened to it in a hot minute, but that used to get me hyped.
That's a good track. I like that track. That's a big one. Okay, what is the greatest song of all time?
My favorite song is a Christina Aguilera song.
What's it called?
Oh, this is so lame. It's called The Voice Within.
The Voice Within by
You know
Christina Aguilera.
You know
Oh my
it?
god. I don't. What? Christina Aguilera, she
Why do you do
bunks.
that?
So, what song, you're about to go out, you and your homegirls, about to hit the club probably, and you're getting ready. What song gets you hyped as you're getting ready?
See, I'm the opposite. I don't get hyped before I go out. I listen to like Janae Aiko, and I like cool down before I go out.
I love me some Janae Aiko. What song you picking?
Back on my BS.
Yes, featuring her. That is a really good track. That's a big track.
You're lying.
I love that song.
You're not even a good liar. You're like,
Janae
I don't,
Aiko
like, I don't mind
featuring
hanging out with KJ because her
HBR.
music sucks.
No, I love that song. You be blasting that in the whip. Windows down. Driving down King Street.
When I have to download Christina Aguilera, The Voice Within.
I got a couple Christina Aguilera songs.
Well, what? Genie in a bottle.
Okay, the last song that you're gonna choose.
No matter what situation you give me right now, I'm gonna choose this song that I have in my head right now.
You're cooking dinner, and
Oh, period. Yeah. You know the new Miley Cyrus song?
I don't.
You should listen to it. It'll make you cry. How old are you? You don't have to tell me that. Used to be young. We listen to it on repeat right now. You could have given me any situation, I'd be like that.
Used to be young, Miley Cyrus.
Yeah. I downloaded it, like 4 days ago, and it probably has 4,000 plays already.
Shout out Miley Cyrus. Well, guys, we already heard.
And Drake. Say that I like Drake. Tell the people.
And she likes Drake.
And Justin Bieber.
And Justin Bieber.
And Celine Dion.
There we have it, guys. We have the one and only KJ Wright on Kick Up With KP. KJ, it was amazing having you here, and we had some amazing talks as well.
Shout out Christina Aguilera.
Shout out Christina Aguilera. And stay tuned for the behind the scene flicks at the end of the video too.